Welcome to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Good morning and welcome to a sunny, not golfing day today, VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt. I'm the General Manager and Executive Golf Professional at the Rant Golf and Country Club and host of the VIP Golf Show right here on EST. And if you love the game of golf, whether you're chasing a club championship, trying to break 90, or just hoping to find a few fairways this summer, you are in the right place. Thanks for spending part of your Sunday morning with us. We appreciate you being part of the show. And remember, this is an interactive show. You can jump into the conversation at any time. Join us in the YouTube chat or send us a text, 780-218-9999 with your questions, comments, or hot takes from the world of golf. Here's what's coming up today. In a few minutes, we're going to be joined by Rob Wilson, the owner of title sponsor of the show, VIP Golf. At 8:20, we welcome Alan Palmer to review this year's Masters Golf Tournament. Another big victory for Rory. At 8:40, the Improve Your Game segment, Cam Martens from Windermere joins us. He'll give you something that you can take straight to the golf course, just not today. At 9 o'clock, we go around YAG and we'll chat with Kevin Easthope from the Country Club Tour. At 9:40, we've got your VIP Golf Show trivia contest, where one lucky listener will win a custom fitting at the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar. And we'll wrap things up with our final guest of the day, Shawn Lavoy from the PGA of Alberta. Now, this year we're going to do a few different things, but there's an engagement question, and I'm going to tell you what today's engagement question is. I'm going to tell you after that why you're going to want to make sure that you chime in. So the question this week is, are rangefinders making golf better, or are they just making you more dependent on technology? And why you're going to want to chime in and let us know whether you like the idea of rangefinders or not is because we're having a contest. Somebody that listens to this show and checks in each week and engages with the engagement question is going to go in for a draw where later on in the season we're going to draw one lucky winner who's going to win a custom fit TaylorMade driver at the TaylorMade Performance Center. And if you want, then you can actually come on the show as a guest and tell us all about your experience. So again, chime in, 780-218-9999. Let us know what you think of using rangefinders. Does it make golf better or just make you dependent on technology? And you may win a custom-fit TaylorMade driver. This segment is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. It doesn't start on game day. It starts before kickoff. Get your season tickets, flex packs, group, and single game tickets today. Our city, our year. Get your seats now at goelks.com/tickets. And now we are going to be joined by Rob Wilson, title sponsor of the show, owner of VIP Golf. And I think you got him ready, Zach. We got him. Good morning, Rob. How are you? Rob, are you with us?
I can hear you now, yeah.
All right. Good morning. Now, please tell me that you're out in Kelowna and the weather's a little better than it is here.
It's a little better than it is in Calgary, I can guarantee that.
Well, we're in Edmonton, though, but I think it's worse in Calgary than it is here, maybe.
Well, Calgary, Edmonton, Alberta, it's nice here. Just on the way to drop my kid off at the rink, and then he's got a tournament, golf tournament today at 1 o'clock at Shannon Lakes Golf Club, which is in West Kelowna.
And you're actually, there's no snow there. It's beautiful. Courses are open.
Every course is open. It's going to be 22 and sunny today, bud.
Oh my!
The lovely Okanagan. It's open for business, and VIP Golf's got good access out here.
Well, I think maybe we should all be getting on the next plane and get out there. It's obviously not been a great start to the season weather-wise. We've been open for like half of a day at the ranch, so this is obviously not a great start for golf courses in Alberta, and not for VIP Golf either, really, is it?
No, it's been a tough start, but I mean, you just got to roll with the punches, we've certainly experienced this before. It's obviously not a banner Alberta or April, but I think that we'll make it up somewhere. Maybe we'll have a record June. So let's keep our heads up.
Well, people in Edmonton aren't going to like to hear this, but there is one possible way that golf courses in and around the Edmonton area can get back a whole bunch of revenue that is being lost right now. And that's if the Edmonton Oilers happen to lose in the first round of the playoffs and we're not battling game nights in Edmonton, taking people off the golf course. So that could help in this area anyways.
I guess it could, Murray. Certainly rooting for them and wishing the best. I don't think they're 100% health-wise, and they're tough. So, I mean, if they don't make it, then we got the golf courses, and they're going to be opening up soon. And honestly, I'm looking forward to getting people out there and swinging the sticks.
Yeah, absolutely. So Rob, for someone hearing about VIP golf for the first time, and listeners of the show should know this for sure, but what exactly is VIP golf and how does it work for the everyday public golfer?
VIP golf, we're a membership club. So we encompass right now over 170 golf courses across Canada into basically one membership. You purchase the membership and we have access to 170 golf courses, which we allow our members to play on for a preferred members rate. What we do is we go out and we purchase corporate memberships or green fees from golf courses, and in turn we resell those to our members at a preferred rate. It costs $500 to join for a season. That's the full membership. We have several other memberships available, and at that point it takes about 10 to 12 rounds, roughly 10 rounds to make your money back. But you can play as much as you want. You can play all over the place. It gives you options to play several different courses, experience new venues. Get down to, Banff, Canmore, play the big courses at really quite incredible rates. And, if you're going on vacation, we have access and courses out in like I said, the Okanagan, Whistler, the BC Rockies. We have actually an incredible stay and play option at Predator Ridge this year. It's fantastic. And we've already had a lot of members out here stay at the cottages out there and play some golf at Predator Ridge, the Rise, the Okanagan Club. It's been a pretty good start out here, so I'm glad to see that our members are taking advantage of that.
Yeah, Predator Ridge is a spectacular property, so if your members should be getting out there and taking advantage of that for sure. Now, what makes VIP golf different from just booking tee times online or chasing deals course by course?
Basically, with VIP golf, what you're getting is you're set. So when you purchase our membership, you know exactly what you're going to get every single time, and it's available to you every day. So you're not chasing around looking for deals, looking for a Groupon or what have you, or a coupon book where you rip it out and you get 100 courses, but you only want to play 5. You rip the coupons out, they're gone. VIP Golf is a true membership club. There's no limit. You can play as much as you want. You can play the same course as much as you want. And it's just it's more based along the lines of an actual golf membership. However, you have a plethora of golf courses to choose from.
Well, who's the ideal VIP golf member? If you were to say exactly who your perfect customer is, share that information. Share what that is.
Anyone listening, Murray?
There you go.
No, the ideal golfer. Obviously, the avid golfer that's looking to play. I'm going to say at least 20 rounds of golf in order to make it worthwhile. Like I said, the break-even point is 10 or 12 rounds. However, to really see the true savings and make it worthwhile, you want to be playing at least 20 rounds. If you're a golfer that's out there playing 40 rounds, this is absolutely tailored for you. And we're looking for the player that wants to play everywhere, experience new golf courses. You got 5 or 6 courses that you really like. This is a great option for you. You can rotate around. The one thing that, we do allow our members to play the same course if they want, as many times. However, that's the player that we encourage to actually join, a specific golf club if they just want to play one course. We're looking for the player that wants to travel and play all over the place.
So you said it's about break even at the 10 round mark, but if you're playing 20, 30, 40 rounds, how much money are the golfers actually going to be saving?
It really depends on where you're playing. I mean, if you're playing, down in Banff a couple times, it really helps out. Banff, Stewart Creek, Silvertip. You're going to save a ton of money there. If you're playing around the city and you're let's say you play 40 rounds, you're looking at anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 in green fee savings.
Wow, yeah, that's a pretty good deal, obviously. Now, you mentioned a bunch of courses in BC that you've got in the program. Let's talk about the courses involved in Alberta and more specifically Edmonton.
Of course. So now I think we have 32 courses in the Edmonton area right now. They encompass semi-private, public, and any kind of resort courses such as Wolf Creek, which is close to you guys. And it's just you have just a great collection of golf courses, really good golf courses. Of course, the Rant included. That you have options to play on a daily basis. You can play, like I said, you can play as much as you want. There's no limit, and it's a great option for people that really want to get out and play all over the place. It's been working well. This is year 25, Murray.
Yeah, it obviously been working well. 25 years, good for you. So beyond saving money, how does VIP Golf enhance the overall experience for public golfers?
Like I said, I think it just it allows them to get around and experience new venues. What we find is when people join our club, they go in our app and they scroll through the golf courses and they see one that maybe they didn't know was out there, or maybe they've never been out and played. So it kind of it really encourages them to get out and go experience new venues, which is great for the golf industry too. It creates new clients for golf courses alike, and it really kind of spreads. It spreads everyone around, and like I said, it really encourages people to play all over the place and go play a course that maybe they hadn't played before. So it's a great program.
You mentioned 25 years, Rob, so congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you.
How has VIP Golf evolved over the years, and what are you most excited about heading into this season?
Oh, man, Murray, well, you've been there since almost the get-go, but we started with, I think we started with 13 courses in the Calgary area to begin with. And year two, we went up to Edmonton and signed up a few courses up there. And from that point, it's just kind of got larger and larger. And actually, this season, going into year 25, it's our biggest expansion yet. We've added a bunch of courses in BC. However, I amalgamated and bought 3 new companies out in Ontario and Quebec, Ottawa, Montreal area, and amalgamated them into VIP Golf. So now we have 170 plus courses Canada-wide. You buy the membership, you're traveling out there, Ottawa, Montreal area, even into Toronto. We have courses there, and our members are welcome to play anywhere. So it really is almost a coast-to-coast operation now.
Wow, I didn't know that, Rob. You're holding out on me here. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a great program. So there was a couple companies out in the East doing kind of the same thing we were, and I just called them up and said, hey, let's join forces. So we've done it, and now we're, like I said, almost coast to coast. So it's exciting times.
So are you busier than ever now, or do you have more help?
No, busier than ever, Murray. We just have our small little staff that runs everything, and it seems like the busier we get, the more money I put back into the program, into software, and software is really the key these days. If you have a good booking engine and a good online app that people can use, and it's very user friendly, it allows them to just do it themselves. We're always here. We're open 7 days a week. We have a couple of great people answering the phones if anyone has any questions. But we've really put a lot of money into our software and our booking system, and it's quite easy to use, and it's fantastic.
Are there any misconceptions about VIP Golf that maybe you could set people straight on and let them know the reality of a misconception that might be out there?
Yeah, I think there's a couple misconceptions when people originally purchase or, even call, and we steer them in the right direction. Usually the people will call and ask these kind of questions. But I think the biggest misconception is, one, that we actually are booking the tee time at the golf course, and that's actually done by the client. So as a member, you are booking the tee time directly with the golf course, just as you always have, just as a public player. What you're booking with us or through us is your payment or green fee. So it's kind of it's a 2-step process. but it's all done at the same time. You phone the golf course, you book your tee time, and then you book your green fee with VIP Golf. It can all be done if you're doing it online, it's all one step. So I think that's the biggest misconception. The other misconception would maybe be, I'm going to join this VIP Golf and I'm going to play, we have several private courses, but not up in Edmonton. So, but I'm going to join there and play this private course at 10 o'clock every Saturday. And, that's not the reality. We obviously have access to a lot of courses, but courses are busy. And, you got to be a little bit flexible when you're choosing your golf course and depending when you're booking. If you're booking last second, you obviously have to be flexible with, what's available, just like booking a tee time. So, but the biggest misconception would definitely be that we're booking the tee time when it's actually the client itself.
All right. It's obviously a great program, Rob. You've been around for 25 years for good reason. And I appreciate obviously your support of the show and our partnership that we have as well at the ranch. So if someone would like some more information on VIP Golf or would like to purchase a VIP Golf membership, how can they do that?
Listen, there's a website, vipgolf.ca. All the information's on there. Or you can give us a shout at 1-866-520-GOLF, which is 4653. And we're here to definitely answer any questions. And Murray, this year, especially up in Edmonton, we have several different membership options. We have our flagship membership, which encompasses, pretty much coast to coast Canada. And we have a couple of smaller memberships that encompass just 6 courses there, and they're quite cheap. They're not cheap, but they're more reasonable than our flagship membership. And then we have another membership available, which just has 3 courses on it, just for someone that wants to stay close to home. So we definitely got you covered. If you're looking for a corporate membership, we have our plus memberships, which allow the client to actually bring along guests. We have a +1 or a +3. Obviously, you can bring one guest, or if you want a +3, you can bring an entire foursome, all at the VIP rate. So we got several different membership options. And like I said, if you want to learn more, please go to vipgolf.ca. or give us a call at 866-520-GOLF.
Awesome. Well, appreciate your time as always, Rob, and hope you have a great day in +22 out there in BC.
Well, I'm spending the morning in the rink, and then but I'll be caddying this afternoon for my son, so I'm kind of excited about that. Yeah, it's his first tourney of the year, Murray. So yeah,
amazing. Good for you.
Hopefully, he does good, and he's getting really into golf. So and like I said, if you are listening to the show right now and you got the golf blues, we have a fantastic stay and play at Predator Ridge where we get some great deals there. And the courses here have been open for a month, so they're in good shape. So don't be shy.
Awesome. All right. Have a good one.
Thanks, Murray. Take care, bud.
All right. That was Rob Wilson, the owner of VIP Golf. On the other side of the break, we're going to chat with Alan Palmer. Right now, he's the head professional at the Glenmore Country Club, but we're going to review the Masters tournament where Alan Palmer was an assistant professional in his younger days. Stay with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacy and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun, laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, your golf game stays hot indoors. With the $50 Golf Summer Pass from Country Club Tour, enjoy free indoor golf all summer long at the CCT Indoor Golf Center, right in downtown Edmonton. Tee off on over 90 world-class courses with 28 cutting-edge Unicourse simulators, rain or shine. Or just fine-tune your game on the virtual driving range. Offer valid till June 30th, and you can play from May 1st to September 30th. Your best golf season starts indoors. Visit countryclubtour.com to grab your pass today.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Upgrade your game this season. Sorrow Group, Canadian owned and operated, delivers premium golf brands like Bedrady, Fairway and Green, Legendary Headwear, and Zero Restriction. Trusted by the best, built for your best rounds. Bedrady and Zero Restriction will be outfitting both President's Cup teams at Medina this fall, so you know you're wearing what the pros wear. Ask your local pro shop or shop online with code Edmonton10 for 10% off to try out our premium apparel. Sorrow Group, elevate your game.
Golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From tour pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit tailormadefitting.ca. Fitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name's Murray McCourt. This segment is brought to you by Adidas, where tradition meets modern golf, timeless looks, traditional craftsmanship, modern comfort and performance, golfer design, sneaker-inspired, one shoe, all-day comfort. From tee time to downtime, S2G is your go-anywhere golf essential. And just a reminder, our engagement question of the week, are rangefinders making golf better or making us just more dependent on technology? Remember, if you do text into this, you do have a chance to win a custom fit tailor-made driver. One person over the course of the first half or so of the season is going to win a custom fit driver from the TaylorMade Performance Center. A couple of people have chimed in. T Hup says rangefinders are a positive. Anything that speeds up pace of play is a good thing. And I 100% agree with that. And a second one, good morning. Being a single-digit handicap, I feel rangefinders are an asset to any golfer that wants to keep pace and wants an exact number every time. I'm lost without it. when I don't have one or when the battery dies. That's my 2 cents from DV Joe. And yeah, that's a great point, Joe. That I think the point is that that some people are so dependent on that number, where before it just wasn't something that we even knew that we had the possibility to do. But technology's come a long way, obviously. And I'm excited now to welcome Alan Palmer to the show. Good morning, Alan. How you doing today?
Doing excellent, Murray. How are you?
Well, I'm hanging in there. Now, Alan, you are currently the head professional at the Glenmore Country Club in Colorado, but you were the head pro at Jasper Park Lodge, Shaughnessy, one of the top private clubs in Canada out in Vancouver, and St. George's in Ontario, another one of the top private clubs in Canada. And now you're in Glenmore. You bounced around to a lot of very high profile clubs. That's pretty good on you, fine sir.
Yeah, thank you. No, I mean the golf business has been good to me, and I've been able to take my trade to many different communities, and it's been great. I think one of the things that I always prided myself on early in my career was being in a handful of different markets, and now I'm at Glenmore Country Club, which is an incredible family club in Cherry Hills Village, just about 15 minutes south of Denver.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, in your younger days, though, you were an assistant pro at Augusta National, which is obviously incredible. So we'll get into that in a little bit, but let's talk about this year's tournament first, Alan. I know you go to the Masters every year, and so you had a chance to watch up close again this year, as you do every year. And what stood out most for you about this year's tournament?
You know what? The whole experience at Augusta National and the Masters is kind of elevated on an annual basis. And I've been fortunate, for the last dozen to 15 years that I get to bring 8 to 12 members and kind of treat them to that experience. But I think, Murray, the big thing is it always gets bigger and better. They refine things that need tweaking. But yeah, it's just an incredible place. And as you've been to some world-class sporting events, every time I bring someone there, I always say the hundreds of people I brought, no one leaves saying, I thought it would have been better. They always leave saying everything from the merchandise to the food and beverage to, the golf course conditioning and logistics of everything is just top notch. So yeah, I'm very fortunate to be able to be there on an annual basis. Yeah,
well, I was blessed to be able to be there last year and hung out with you quite a bit, and you're exactly right. I mean, it's a trip of a lifetime, something that when you get to experience it, it's just absolutely something you'll never forget.
Absolutely, yeah, 100%.
So from your perspective as a high-level club professional, what separated the winner, Rory, this year from the rest of the field?
You know what? I'd probably say resilience. It's always, I love the story that goes along with every Masters, but of course, after, round 2, there was, a handful of people, or he kind of took the lead substantially. I think it was 6 shots. And then after the 3rd round, of course, there were several people within 1 or 2 shots of the lead. And then, of course, he played a fantastic round on Sunday. I truly think, Rory, leading up to the event, there was a lot of talk that he had played the course numerous times, which always helps. I think a confidence thing, no matter if you're playing the Masters or your club on a Sunday, going out with confidence always helps. But yeah, he seems to get his way around Augusta National very well these last few years, especially.
Yeah, well, it was so fascinating. After 2 rounds, he had the record for leading by most ever in the tournament. There was 91 players in the tournament. He was 90th in driving accuracy. And the guy that was 91st finished 91st. And so Rory, 90th in driving accuracy, was leading by more than anyone ever. Like, how does that make any sense?
Yeah, it goes to show you, obviously, precision off the tee anywhere, any course is important. But, there with, there certainly are penalty areas around the course. But if you are a little wayward off the tee, you could get it back in play. And I think this is a prime example of it. Just goes to show you how important short game is around Augusta National, with the putting, the chipping, the pitch shots, or recovery shots for that matter. Because like you said, I mean, off the tee, he certainly wasn't ranked in the top, but came out on top.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Augusta challenges players in very unique ways. It's just that iconic and special in that way. But what part of the course do you think is always the biggest challenge? Is it Amen Corner, or is that kind of obvious, or is it more than just that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that Amen Corner gets a lot of attention, and it's where everyone wants to sit the first time they go or walk. I truly think early on in the round, I mean, you have an opportunity to listen. There are no easy holes at Augusta National, but early on in the round, you have an opportunity to get a few under par. So I really think that every single player that tees it up during the Masters is nervous on number one. So, I think if you could get through those first 5 holes, a couple under par, well, you probably have 2 to 4 shots on the field already. So, albeit Amen Corner's an important part of the golf course, and of course, kind of 16 through 18 is a real focal point, making sure people can finish strong. I truly believe those first kind of 5 or 6 holes are crucial.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. When you talk about Augusta, the conditions of the golf course is something that always stands out. So can you speak to a little bit about that? And then for those that maybe haven't had the chance to be there, like TV doesn't really do it justice, especially having the opportunity to have been there. It's like, oh yeah, like it's not even close to the same. So talk a little bit about the conditions and then just what TV doesn't really show the intricacies and how special the course truly is.
Yeah, I mean, I think starting with TV not doing it justice, every time I've taken someone or talked to someone that's returned from the event, they talk about the undulation. So it is, there's a lot more, the geography of the course and yeah, just the undulation, it's a lot more substantial than it looks on TV. I mean, you get to some of these holes, number 9, it's like you're going up a ski slope to hit to the green. Number 10 is substantially downhill. So those are, 2 places. The shoot, the tee shot on 18, how narrow it is from the tournament tees, which are right at the back of the 18 tee deck. So yeah, I mean, it's, they keep it in great shape, not only tournament week, but the 6 months of the year that they're open. And I think this is a thing that, for all the listeners, fix your ball marks and fill your divots, because, the onus is put on the caddies, non-tournament week, but also tournament week and players. But yeah, you just don't see, ball marks, divots, and that's what keeps the green so, immaculate and fast, because there's no interruptions on whether it's a 3-foot putt or a 33-foot putt.
We mentioned that you spent time working at Augusta National as an assistant pro earlier in your career. Tell us about that experience, and maybe it's such a crazy place. You can never get out there and play, but you worked there and you played there. Like, just tell us what that experience was like actually working there.
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, again, it was early on in my career, kind of, I call it the development stage of my career. So I was working the summers at the country club in Brookline, Massachusetts, that had the US Open in 2022 and the Ryder Cup in 99. And one of my, mentors, who's become a dear friend, Brendan Walsh, who recently retired as the director of golf from Brookline, the country club, asked me what I wanted to do during the winter months. And of course, I named 2 or 3 clubs, Augusta National being one of them. We were fortunate where we had some Augusta National members at the country club. So that kind of started the process. And they were looking for seasonal assistants. Augusta National is only open from middle of May to middle of October. My apologies, the other way around. So it's open middle of October to middle of May during the winter months. so it worked out well, complemented my employment at the country club. And yeah, it was phenomenal. Got to, meet some great people and of course be at the holy ground of golf. But I think the thing it taught me most was, again, how to help run an incredible golf operation. And even though Augusta National's, one of the top, if not the top in the world, they don't rest on their laurels. I mean, they're always looking to get better. And the processes they have in place from a golf operation standpoint, from an HR standpoint is, and just overall hospitality, I guess, is second to none.
Is there any behind the scenes detail or tradition at Augusta that most fans wouldn't know but would find fascinating that you would have some insight into since you worked there?
Yeah, I mean, you hear about the underground tunnels. One thing you see, whether it's tournament week or not, there's no golf carts buzzing around, delivering stuff to the satellite golf shops or food and beverage outlets. One interesting thing, of course, retail is very substantial there at the club, and even more so, in the last 5 to 7 years, now that they have Berkman's Place and Nap and Flag, which are two VIP hospitality activations. We had multiple warehouses off-site that stored merchandise. And Murray, as you could expect, these were very incognito, just painted kind of dark green, Augusta green, had a gate around, but that's where we would go kind of pick merchandise from during tournament week, especially. So yeah, the volume of F&B and, merchandise and everything for about a 10-day period, maybe even longer now that, when I was at the club, we didn't do Augusta National Women's Amateur. We didn't do drive, chip, and putt. So all of that stuff is now even beefed up, quote unquote, Masters Week. It's really turned into a 10-day to 2-week event.
If you could just say one thing about Augusta that keeps you coming back year after year after year to enjoy and indulge in the experience, what is it?
You know what? I think it's experiencing it with people for the first time. So one of my prerequisites when I bring friends, family, members down is they have to be a first timer. I don't want to bring anyone. My program is they come for 5 nights. So they come in on Wednesday. I host them. They go to the tournament, generally Thursday, Saturday, play golf at Champions Retreat Golf Club Friday, Sunday. I don't want to bring someone that's going for the 7th time. I love bringing guys, couples, fathers, sons, ladies groups that it's their first time and likely one and only time for some of them. And like I said, bringing people that have, they're world-class travelers. They've been to the Super Bowls, the Game 7 Stanley Cups, all that stuff. And they just seeing them in awe when they're at or returning from Augusta National is special.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, appreciate your time and your insight, Alan. It's great to see you again. And I really appreciate you jumping on and sharing your thoughts on Augusta with us.
Yeah, absolutely. And wishing everyone in Alberta a fantastic 2026 golf season. Thanks for having me on, Mer.
All right. Thanks, Alan. It was Alan Palmer, head professional at the Glenmore Country Club in Colorado, but former assistant pro at Augusta National. Great guy and great insight into Augusta. On the other side of the break, it's the Improve Your Game segment with Cam Martens, teaching professional at the Windermere Country Club. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacy and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Why pay more for advertising when you have options? At Lux Media Broker, we're not an agency, we're a brokerage. We work on your behalf to source, negotiate, and manage your marketing across over 100 advertising options nationwide. From out-of-home and transit to radio, digital, TV, and social media, we tap into it all. No retainers, no hidden fees, just better rates, added value, and smarter strategy. Learn about the brokerage difference at luxmediabroker.com. We broker, we negotiate, we optimize. Lux Media Broker. Elevate your marketing.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. We're proud to be launching our new Phase 6 development with 103 new lots for pre-sale. This phase will include an in-ground swimming pool. Call 780-514-0005 to view this exciting development and pick your perfect piece of paradise. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
Looking for your next great round? Just minutes off the Henday and west of Edmonton, the Links at Spruce Grove is an 18-hole championship course that delivers. Tree-lined fairways, rolling terrain, pristine greens, and just enough challenge to test every skill level. Whether you're chasing a low score or enjoying a relaxed round with friends, this golf is done right. A favorite tournament destination with exceptional conditions and a staff that truly delivers. Plus modern amenities, a full-service restaurant, and event space for weddings, anniversaries, or business gatherings. Book your tee time today at linksgolf.com. The Links at Spruce Grove. Your next round starts here.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service, from tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club, a laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
50 years of memories, 50 years of celebrations, 50 years of Sawmill. This November, Sawmill Prime Rib and Steakhouse invites you to something bigger than a night out. The 50th Anniversary Fundraising Gala. An elevated evening of incredible food, live entertainment, and a room full of people who know how to celebrate right. But here's what makes it special. You help choose where the impact goes. Every ticket, 100% of proceeds, goes directly to a local charity selected by the guests in the room. Seats are limited. The moment is once in 50 years. Get yours now at sawmill.ca. Sawmill, we have a stake in your community. There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
The Nielsen Show.
You know, on airplanes, WestJet lately, in the little snack box they give you, a little chocolate in there. It's called Awake. Have you seen this Awake chocolate? And it comes with caffeine in it. So I've been taking those and pretending it's like a real kick. Yeah. I was just like, oh, here we go.
Under the tongue and away we go.
Yeah, I turn around to the rest of the plane. I say, it's about to go down. And I open up and I eat this Awake chocolate. Hey, Dusty, yelling, it's about to go down on a plane is probably not a good thing. That's a good point.
The Nielsen Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings at 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems. I'm Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by the PGA of Alberta. Looking to shed strokes this summer? The PGA of Canada professionals in Alberta know their stuff. From equipment and technology to technique, they are your most trusted resource for getting more out of the game you love. Visit pgaofalberta.com and get to know your local pro today. And just a reminder on our engagement question this week, the engagement question is, are rangefinders making golfers better or just more dependent on technology? If you text in one person that texts in on this not all year long, how about the first half of the year, is going to go in for a draw to win a custom fit, tailor-made driver. And a couple people have chimed in. I think rangefinders help, especially with different elevations. I heard about a new one that takes wind speed into account. Now those are illegal. You're not allowed to use the ones if you were in a tournament play. For the average everyday golfer, absolutely, those are helpful with the different elevations. But if you were a competitive player, they are illegal to use. But yes, absolutely helpful. Another couple come in. Good morning, Murray. Welcome back to the airwaves. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. And they have a question. What club do I use to hit out of the snowbank? # Combine Crew. And I don't know. I don't think that. This is just terrible. I want to be playing golf at 11 o'clock this morning, and I just can't do it. And here's another one. Hi, Murray. Yes, the rangefinders slow the game down because I'm the high handicap hacker who doesn't have one and can't help myself asking people who do have one what the distance is. I also find that courses are putting less effort into their 200, 150, 100-yard markers. Some are barely visible or obscure. Some courses don't even bother having any. And yeah, that's a very, very fine point as well. And somebody else just chimed in the Combine Crew again. I find it actually makes my game worse, too dependent on it. So yeah, lots of great opinions on the engagement question of the week. And now it's the Improve Your Game segment with this week we have Cam Martens, the teaching professional at the Windermere Golf and Country Club. Good morning, Cam. How are you doing? Which snowbank did you climb out of this today?
Morning, Murray. Yeah, it's pretty special out there. It's lots of snow. It doesn't look like April to me.
No, I was with you on Tuesday this week, and it was just gorgeous, wasn't it?
It was unbelievable, and look outside today.
And now look at this. Yeah, Alberta at its finest. Now, Cam, when you look at the average golfer's full swing, what are the biggest differences between them and a really solid ball striker?
How much time do we have?
Well, the segment's about 15 minutes. We don't have to ask you any more questions. You can just dive into that if you want.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, like the thing that really good golfers do fundamentally is they manage their club face really well. So they do that through, proper grip and wrist angles and primarily rotation, right? But there's a lot of things that have to play into it, right? So the good golfers, they manage their club face through good grip, good wrist angles, proper rotation. But in order to do that, you have to have good structure in the backswing, shallow it properly so that you can actually shift your weight and rotate your hips. So just write all that stuff down real quick. And but it's not like a mystery what better players tend to do. They tend to do the things that I said above or just before there. Then you start looking at people that struggle. When I'm looking at them, it's like, what you'll see a whole bunch of compensations, right? And those compensations are, usually it, kind of goes back to setup. Maybe they have a poor grip or a poor grip for their swing or whatever. And then things start to move to try to fix other things. And, the rule in golf is you got to do two things wrong to get it right if you're not very good. And sometimes people, they have, 10 things going wrong, but those work out, but then they add an 11th and it doesn't work, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, primarily fundamentals, Murray. We've spent a lot of time together in the last, couple of years or whatever. And, bad golfers come out to in and it makes it really difficult for them to keep their wrists and hands, more stable through impact. And then those good golfers, you watch them, they just lay that club right down on plane and rotate through, and it's like their hands barely move. So,
and it's so easy to make those changes, Cam. It's so easy, but
you know what? It's I've got there's a I work with a lot of juniors. I have kids myself. When you're working with kids and you're trying to show them these concepts from the beginning, it's not too bad, right? Because they don't have pre-existing stuff. But we start to take somebody that's got a couple of years of patterns and reps and they've seen success with those, it makes it a little bit more challenging for sure.
Yeah, no question. When you're building a player's swing from the ground up, you talked about fundamentals. So what are you starting with when you're building someone right up from the beginning?
Yeah, that's a really good question. And so I think like at the end of the day, we kind of know what we want in terms of the big picture, but you're looking at, first of all, looking at just kind of like the nuances of that golfer, you know what I mean? Before you start breaking it, you figure out what they do really well. So, it's, you just look at what they do really well. So like as an example, like you as an example, you like to cut the ball, right? And so it just, maybe overcut it a bit and we could just get you to cut it a little bit less. It might help you. But anyway, when we're building it from the ground up, I mean, it's like, I am looking at the full package, right? It's how is that player gripping the club? Are they going into, is the club in the fingers? Are they in a strong or a weak position with their grip? You know what I mean? So that we can, sometimes we need to adjust that to sort of match up with what we're trying to create on the back end, which is, a lot of times flat wrist angles and that sort of thing. But it starts with setup for sure, and then we just basically try to keep kicking the problem down the road. So it starts with grip and setup, works into backswing. Once backswing's there, then the next part is, you need to see that club starting to shallow some, so that shallowing is important. Shallowing when the club starts to go behind you. That makes it so that a player can rotate. And so we just kind of keep, like I say, building that thing out from setup outwards. And yeah, like I say, keep kicking that problem down the road until it's gone.
Let's talk driver for a minute. What are a couple of keys that golfers should focus on if they want to hit it longer and straighter? Because everyone wants to. So what are your tips there?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. And everybody for sure, if they hit it longer and straighter, they will for sure shoot lower scores. That's statistically proven. It's not drive for show, putt for dough. If you hit a drive well, it will help you. And so that's a good question. Like, I think the number one thing that would probably help the most people, I think the manufacturers have done an outstanding job making the equipment forgiving, but it's not a fix-all, and so centerness of contact or awareness, right? So if you want to hit it far, obviously hitting it in the sweet spot makes sense, but where a lot of players get out of whack with their game, and this kind of leads to the straight part too that you're asking. Like, if a player is hitting it off, if a player makes the same exact same swing 3 times and they hit one off the toe, one off the center, and one off the heel, and it's just, let's say for argument's sake that it's like a perfect swing, the ball that goes off the toe will hook into the rough probably. The ball that hits off the center will probably go straight. And the ball that hits off the heel will go slicing off into the right-hand rough or potentially trees. And so a lot of golfers don't really recognize that. So it's very confusing for them because they're like, well, why did that happen? Why did that happen? And, if you're to simply just, spray maybe some Dr. Scholl's on the club face, or there's other tools you can use as well. But to find a pattern, find out where you're hitting on the face, try to hone that in as best as you possibly can towards the center. That's going to give people the best chance without changing swing at all. And then, the other part, and then just, in terms of hitting the ball really far, Maria, like when we're working on the TrackMans at work, I mean, hitting up on the ball is very, very helpful for people in terms of hitting it further. But what a lot of people don't understand is that hitting up on the ball is also it's also sort of a slice ingredient. So if you're going to do hitting up on the ball, then you have to swing what's called in to out, or you have to, plane your club out to the right a little bit to just offset hitting a slice. So it's, like I said at the beginning, there's always, it's usually twos, if that makes sense, 2 things to make it work. But yeah, hit it more in the center and hit up on it from the inside, and that'll help with the distance part for sure.
You mentioned the slice, which is something that many golfers struggle with. What are the main causes of it, and what's the simplest way to start trying to fix it?
Yeah, for sure. So, I mean, a slice is caused by, the path of the club. So for a right-handed golfer, the path of the club is traveling, to the left of where the face is pointed. So a lot of times you'll throw around terms like an out-to-in swing where, and usually you should have a club man answer this, but the path of the club is traveling too far to the left, so it's an out-in swing traveling across the club face, and so the path is going left to the face, and the ball tends to curve to the right. And so the more open that club face is, or the more out-in that swing is, the bigger the slice tends to be. And so a lot of times to fix it up, I mean, like you can get people going pretty fast trying to straighten it out. And one is just making sure, number one, for sure that grip is in good condition for them. So that would mean, like biggest things to help people, like put that grip in the fingers of your hand, not like, so your fingers, not the palm. If it's up in the palm, you're going to have a tough time. And then, that lead hand or that top hand, the more it's turned over, that's going to help a player square the face up. So it's like grip the club square, turn it over a little bit, grip it like that. It's going to help the player square it up. So that helps with the face stuff. And then a lot of times the path sort of follows with the face, but if you need some tips on the face, or the path of the club to fix that slice, the more you sort of like kind of tilt. So I'm going that way. The more you sort of tilt your trail shoulder down a little bit, kind of bump the hip forward, that helps get the path going from the inside. And the more you turn, the more that helps as well. So, it's a really simple grip it in the fingers, crank it over, tip your right shoulder, low right ear to right shoulder, make a nice big turn back, hit it from the inside and up, and you're laughing.
Just that easy. Just that easy, hey?
Yeah.
Well, if golfers, they try to improve. So they're working with someone like you or another one of the fabulous PGA of Alberta professionals around this province. They can get all those swing thoughts in their mind, and it's like, well, oh man, I got to do this. I got to do this. All these things you just said. Just tilt your hip here and put your head here and do the. Now they want to go out and play, and they want to play well. How do you put all of those thoughts aside and go perform on the golf course?
Yeah, exactly. That's that. I mean, then that's an excellent question, Murray. I mean, at the end of the day, we all know that when it doesn't matter what your handicap is, it doesn't matter what your level, like you're going to play your best round of golf for you when you're trusting what you have, and you're focusing on simple things like hitting the ground where you want. You know what I mean? And so it's like people that successfully take lessons, they do a good job of taking the lessons, going away, working on it in a practice area, in a safe place, a driving range, a simulator, whatever. But when they get to the golf course to play on that day, they drop it. They focus more on what they want the ball flight to look like. They focus more on striking the turf where they intend to, if that makes sense, and letting the body sort of be athletic and react, right? So it's like at the end of the day, people need to understand that golf lessons or technique is just to help that person's inner athlete be able to manage it easier. It's not nobody's played well ever thinking about grip, stance, posture, alignment, backswing, wrist angles, shallow rotation, pushing off the ground. You know what I mean? Nobody's played better doing those things. And I think, we all, a lot of times all fall into that trap. And so you got to work on, like I say, how you're hitting the ground, where are you hitting it, what do you want the shot to look like? There's a strategy called think box, play box, where you think before you hit it, think about your swing, visualize, walk in, thinking about how you want that shot to look, and just go for it. And that's my best advice.
If you have do you have one or two drills that you could maybe speak to that would be like the best top ones that people that are listening could go and try on the range and work on the range a little bit that would help them get their game? Yeah,
100%. It's so like when you're looking for things that are going to help like immediately, so like they could have problems or compensations or something. Everybody's got to understand, you can still play great golf with problems. Everybody's got problems and they've got compensations, all that sort of stuff. But hitting the ground, getting an understanding of where your club is striking the ground and what direction that club is going when you're striking the ground, so you can use like little tees as an example to create a gate, or, you can put a towel down the ball so that you sort of understand that you can't hit behind it, like people working on stuff like that will help almost instantaneously. And then just this isn't necessarily to do a swing, but reading greens, learning how to, taking aim point, learning how to read greens, doing online research, understanding why a putt breaks, that helps stuff people immediately. And then the third one is and this is I see this literally all the time with golfers of all sorts of levels. when they're chipping around a green, they don't oftentimes think at all about what direction the grass is going. So whether they're chipping into the grain, down the grain, the grass is sitting up, the ball's sitting down, it's sitting up, and anybody like golf pros, I mean, we know that those things make a difference for sure. But just kind of like literally just like recognizing that there's differences. And then, obviously if you're going into the grain and the ball's sitting down, that ball's going to come out soft when you're chipping. If you're going with the grain, it's going to come out cleaner, right? And just really paying attention to the details of the shot, because I think that's something that would help almost everybody immediately.
Well, Cam, you're awesome at what you do. You're former PGA of Canada Teacher of the Year, so one of the top teachers in Canada. If people want to reach out to you and get some lessons this season, how can they connect with you?
Yeah, so they can email me at camm@windermeregcc.com. And just, whether lessons or questions about anything really, just fire away.
Awesome. Well, appreciate your time as always, Cam. And it's been awesome working with you all winter long. We'll see how that plays out for myself once the snow melts, but definitely you know what you're doing.
Thanks for having me, Murray.
All right, that's Cam Martens, teaching professional at the Windermere Country Club. On the other side of the break, we're going to go around YEG and chat with Kevin Easthope, the operations manager of Country Club Tour. Stay with us. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more. Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacy and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
Most guys chase more. More clothes, more noise, more nothing. Steady does the opposite. Twice a year, just 5 to 7 pieces. Precision built for men who move with discipline, who value quality, who don't waste time guessing what to wear. This isn't fashion. This is international. Limited. Elevated. Drop 1 goes on sale August 1st. And delivers in December. And when it's gone, it's gone. If you're not on the founding list, you're already behind. Go to steadyformen.ca. Get in, get ready, steady. Essential good for me.
Every golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From Tour Pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit TaylorMadeFitting.ca.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case Golf. Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by the Twin Willows Golf Club, part of Edmonton's golf community since 1965. Visit us at twinwillowsgolf.com, and we're heading around YEG and checking in with Kevin Easthope, the Country Club Tour Operations Manager. Good morning, Kevin. How are you doing today?
Good, Murray. Thanks for having me on this snowy day, looking out the window, and it's not looking like we're very close.
Well, when you have 7 golf courses that you're worried about, it's not looking very good on the revenue side of things right now, is it?
No, it's tough to start 10% down before you even get going.
Yeah, that's hard to make up. But I was saying earlier, maybe you might agree, we've been getting smashed by on revenue side because of the long playoff run of the Oilers, because all of our golf courses were empty after 2:00 on game night. So if they do go down in this first round, it's going to help us a little bit, eh? Yeah,
exactly. I'm actually I'd be okay with them going out in the first round for sure.
Yeah. Not obviously not the most popular opinion around this city, but selfishly for us golf course operators, I think it would be not the worst thing that ever happened, especially with this late start. But anyways, you built something pretty unique with Country Club Tour: 7 golf courses, 3 indoor centers, a full membership model. For someone hearing about CCT for the first time, what's the vision behind tying all of this together?
Back in 2018, the golf business was a little bit soft, actually, and we were all operating independently back then. So we were trying to find a way to get all of our properties to work together and offer a package for people to have some value, and so we came up with the membership card in 2018 and offered basically a member card you buy, and then you get good value at all of our properties on one card. That's how it was introduced.
Well, let's talk about that CCT membership card. It's $300, I understand, and when people hear that it works across all 7 courses and the 3 indoor centers, what's the value there, and who's it the perfect fit for?
Yeah, so the $300 bundle, we call it, is the membership card, which allows you to play, all 7 outdoor, 3 indoor, and you actually get free golf in the summertime with that bundle at the indoor center. So, that it's very good value. You get about 40% off the rack rate when you buy that membership card at the outdoor courses. You get 50% off the range any day you want to come. So, and that's good at any of our facilities as well. And you get 7 days booking privilege.
Yeah, so there's obviously a lot of value there, and for $300, you're saving that back over a couple of uses at one of your properties. Then, hey. Yeah,
for sure. It doesn't take much to pay for that, and it's since we do have winter and summer, it's quite attractive for people.
Yeah, no doubt. 76 indoor bays across 3 locations is no small indoor operation for you guys. How important is indoor golf to your overall business, and how has that changed the way golfers stay engaged year-round with golf and CCT?
Yeah, the indoor, you probably remember this, 25 years ago, the indoor, we all tried indoor golf, and the technology wasn't there, and it just wasn't great, and it's come a long ways, and we dabbled in it about 5 years ago. Just tried it at the indoor center with about 10 bays, just put them together, and it's just evolved over the time, and we got better technology, and now 76 bays. I mean, it's a big part of our business. It enables us to keep our staff too, which is huge in the off season, as you know. So, but we see probably 95% of our people playing indoor and outdoor. That go to the indoor center. They're playing our outdoor courses as well.
Right. Now, you mentioned if you have the CCT membership card, you get free golf during the summer, but you also have if you don't have it, you offer a $50 indoor pass May through September for free indoor golf all summer. Is that correct?
Yeah. So we introduced this last year, and the theory behind this was we wanted to keep one of our facilities open, and there just wasn't any interest in people coming in the summertime. Everybody wants to go outside, and so we thought, what, let's throw this out there. We'll offer a $50 card membership that enables you to play indoor for free. And wow, did the people come! And we sold many passes, and it's kind of nice for people that just have an hour, and they'll go play 18 holes in an hour if you're by yourself. And even if you just want to go hit balls, you live downtown, it's a good program for people that maybe don't have a lot of time. The other thing that indoor does is it allows beginners to come play, and they don't have to worry about getting pushed on the golf course or how much time it's taken. They can stop, have a beer, have a sandwich, whatever they want to do, and I think it's a great place to start for people at the indoor.
Yeah, it makes them a lot more comfortable than they're not getting pushed and all that kind of thing.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, you have a full golf academy running group lessons, junior camps, private instruction. How big a focus is growing the game and developing new golfers within CCT?
Yeah, the Golf Academy does a great job with junior golf. So we run, I'm not sure the number of kids, but it's got to be well over 500 kids, throughout the properties that we offer these junior golf camps. And that's probably the biggest way to grow the game is to offer these junior camps. And the other thing that, kind of ties into this summer pass is we offer it to the kids. So after these junior lessons, kids really don't have anywhere to go to play after. So we've really tried to get the kids to get this $50 pass. And then what we've done for those kids is you can also take a parent with you for free in the summertime. So, we've really tried to get these kids going after their junior lessons.
Yeah, that's awesome. Good job on that one. Some of your courses under your umbrella, Redtail, Goose Hummock, Montgomery Glen, and Whitetail, are hosting tournaments and weddings. Talk about that aspect of your business and what kind of experience are you trying to provide to those groups?
Yeah, so, the 3 city courses, Sandpiper, River Ridge, and Ravencrest, we don't offer any tournaments, weddings, leagues. We're basically daily fee every day. So, we decided that, the perimeter courses, Redtail, Goose Hummock, Whitetail, and Montgomery Glen, they have a little bit more room. So we can offer tournaments there. We can do leagues, and really those courses are better set up for it. Redtail's got a nice center for weddings, and so does Goose Hummock, actually. It's a nice facility for tournaments. So it's just better set up, and the city courses just don't have the room with how many members that we have trying to get on the golf courses.
Yeah, for sure. Now, Goose Hummock is your most recent acquisition, if my memory serves me, but that property is really interesting now with 100 RV sites and taking over the Jurassic Forest as of April 1st. That feels much more than just golf. What's the long-term vision for that property?
Yeah, so we took over Goose Hummock in 2024, and the deal was they wouldn't sell us the golf course without taken over Jurassic Forest 2 years later. So that 2 years has now come April 1st, and now we're in the dinosaur business. So it's been an interesting learning process for myself, and trying to figure out how we're going to incorporate this into the golf and the RV sites. And really, Goose Hummock's a really unique property because it's got all these RV sites. The ultimate goal for Goose Hummock would be to make it into a resort, so you can actually go there, stay for a week or the weekend, take your kids to Jurassic, go golf. We'll have, there's plans to, make a big lake there, and so you can fish and, do, different things with your kids for the week or weekend.
Well, if you look ahead and see where golf is going, what do you envision CCT looking like and separating itself from other golf operations moving forward?
Well, CCT is always looking to grow. So, I mean, that's always, as a customer, buying these memberships, we're probably, hopefully we can add to this membership program. So that's one thing that I would look forward to is seeing what other value that there's going to be in the CCT membership.
Well, with 7 courses and 3 indoor centers, what does a week in your life look like?
So I travel a lot. So I put on about 50,000 kilometers a year. Some of our properties are an hour away, so it's quite demanding, but it's fun because you get to deal with all sorts of different projects, and obviously you have to deal with some problems as well, but it's been a fun journey.
Yeah, good for you. If people are wanting more information on CCT or to book tee times at one of the courses, how can they do that?
You can go to countryclubtour.com, or you can call us at 780-408-8687, and that's for all of our properties.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, and I guess hopefully enjoy your last weekend off before it warms back up and golfers are out playing again.
You bet. Thanks for having me, Murray.
All right. Appreciate your time. That was Kevin Easthope, Operations Manager of Country Club Tour. On the other side of the break, we'll get your first look at a new look open segment. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Looking to make the most of your summer on the course? Alberta Golf has something for everyone. For juniors, the McLennan-Ross Alberta Junior Tour is back. The province's #1 competitive junior tour, featuring 24 stops across Alberta. Plus this year, Tour Information Days, where players and parents can learn everything they need to get started. More of a casual player? Upswing by Alberta Golf connects you to events all over the province, from scrambles to charity tournaments to play your own ball formats. Or join one of our 6 signature events and experience some of Alberta's most spectacular courses. And for those ready to compete, Alberta Golf hosts 14 championships for players of all ages, including the 90th Alberta Open at Prentice Greens. However you play, Alberta Golf is your home for the game this summer. Learn more at albertagolf.org.
There's still time to book your tournament at the Ranch Golf and Country Club.
As one of Alberta's top tourney courses, the Ranch makes hosting fun and easy for any group or business. No matter how unique or unusual, they'll accommodate your vision for an event no one will soon forget.
Start planning your tournament today at their beautifully landscaped course on the outskirts of West Edmonton. On-site event coordinators are here to help, but hurry, availability is limited and booking fast.
Visit theranchgolf.com.
Most guys chase more. More clothes, more noise, more nothing. Steady does the opposite. Twice a year, just 5 to 7 pieces. Precision built for men who move with discipline, who value quality, who don't waste time guessing what to wear. This isn't fashion. This is international. Limited. Elevated. Drop 1 goes on sale August 1st. And delivers in December. And when it's gone, it's gone. If you're not on the founding list, you're already behind. Go to steadyformen.ca. Get in, get ready, steady. Essential good for me.
Upgrade your game this season. Soro Group, Canadian owned and operated, delivers premium golf brands like Bedrati, Fairway and Green, Legendary Headwear, and Zero Restriction. Trusted by the best, built for your best rounds. Bedrati and Zero Restriction will be outfitting both President's Cup teams at Medina this fall, so you know you're wearing what the pros wear. Ask your local pro shop or shop online with code Edmonton10 for 10% off to try out our premium apparel. Soro Group, elevate your game.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
Looking for your next great round? Just minutes off the Henday and west of Edmonton, the Links at Spruce Grove is an 18-hole championship course that delivers. Tree-lined fairways, rolling terrain, pristine greens, and just enough challenge to test every skill level. Whether you're chasing a low score or enjoying a relaxed round with friends, this golf is done right. A favorite tournament destination with exceptional conditions and a staff that truly delivers. Plus modern amenities, a full-service restaurant, and event space for weddings, anniversaries, or business gatherings. Book your tee time today at linksgolf.com. The Links at Spruce Grove. Your next round starts here. Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 18th at Millwoods Golf Course. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast followed by a round of golf, then unwind with drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all ending in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists in culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament promises unforgettable experiences. Don't miss out on the fun. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
Why pay more for advertising when you have options? At Lux Media Broker, we're not an agency, we're a brokerage. We work on your behalf to source, negotiate, and manage your marketing across over 100 advertising options nationwide. From out-of-home and transit to radio, digital, TV, and social media, we tap into it all. No retainers, no hidden fees, just better rates, added value, and smarter strategy. Learn about the brokerage difference at luxmediabroker.com. We broker, we negotiate, we optimize. Lux Media Broker. Elevate your marketing.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by Corporate Connections. Are you a business leader looking to connect with other business leaders to create and accelerate business opportunities, experience the extraordinary, make smarter decisions faster, and ultimately grow your business? If so, Corporate Connections is where you want to be. Email Executive Director Pat Stride at pstride@corporateconnections.com. And it is now time for what is going to be our weekly Junior Golf Report with Dunc Mills, brought to you by the Lorenz Realty Group. Most homes don't sell for less. They're just marketed wrong. See how at lorenzteam.com. And we're going to welcome Dunc Mills to the show for a few minutes here. Good morning, Dunc. How are you?
Well, good morning, Murray. Nice to be here. Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to the summer and being your guest every week. So
yeah, appreciate that. Obviously not a lot to report on junior golf right now, especially looking outside and seeing that we're not.
Your sheet is probably fairly open this morning at the ranch, I'm guessing. Murray.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I'm not very happy about that, but
I'm sure
that's
not.
Another story. But, Dunc, I was excited to bring you on for this because for decades you were like literally the face of junior golf in Alberta as you started the McLennan Ross Junior Tour 35 years ago or so.
1996, Murray.
1996, and then ran it for
28 years.
28 years. So take us back to that 28 years ago, starting the McLennan Ross Tour. Talk about that, and then how it's evolved over time. Like it blew up into something you probably never imagined it would have.
Well, for sure, Murray. You got to think back to the golf environment in the world, really, just Alberta specifically, but in Canada in general. In the mid-'90s, Tiger Woods was just turning pro. Mike Weir was doing very well on the PGA Tour. Laurie Kane was the face of women's golf in Canada. People were building golf courses. Seemed like every week something new was opening, and the golf was booming. And I went to work with a marketing agency here in Edmonton called Parcom Marketing, and their fellow's name was Randy Parker. And Randy and Ryan Vold at Wolf Creek and the publisher of the Edmonton Sun at that time, Craig Martin, wanted to get a junior golf tour started in Alberta to ride the crest of this. They saw a need and a market for this, and we recruited that first year in 1996 and 9 courses in Alberta, one of which was Rant in Alberta, where there was a young pro there by the name of Murray McCourt. As a charter member of the tour back to 96, as you recall.
Yeah, so, you're dating me here now. But
yeah, I know, man. Anyway, we got the tour started that year, and we were just flying by the seat of our pants too, but we had a couple of corporate sponsors. McLennan Ross ponied up some money to help us, some seed money to help us get it going, and I was running the thing out of the back seat of my 1992 Honda Accord, driving around to courses in Alberta. And then we got the thing going. We got 14 events the next year, and then 19 the third year and stuff. And it just went from there. And corporate Alberta was supporting us with money and product and stuff. And we just kind of went from there. And we tweaked the program of how we were running it with age groups and Ryan provided Wolf Creek as a site for the Tour Championship every year, and it just kind of went from there. And kids found out about the Tour. They knew it was a fun way and a competitive way to cut their teeth on competitive golf, because really at that time there wasn't a lot of competitive opportunities for kids. They could play in the Alberta Junior or maybe the Edmonton City Junior or Calgary City Junior, and that was kind of about it. And all of a sudden, within 2 or 3 years, they got a slate of 25 events or so around Alberta. They could travel and meet new kids and make new friends and learn about the heartaches and the fun about junior golf too. As you know, there's lots more disappointment than success in golf, for sure.
No doubt. Well, over those 28 years, why don't you talk about 2 or 3 of the graduates of the program that have gone on to some major success in golf?
Well, there's kind of 2 ways to look at that, Murray. Certainly from a professional play-for-pay point of view, there's people certainly like today, Will Bateman, they're on the Corn Ferry Tour. Ryan Yip kept his card on the Corn Ferry Tour for years. A couple of girls from Calgary, Jacqueline Lee and Jennifer Haw, got full LPGA status. I had the pleasure of watching both of those young women as professionals in Phoenix and San Diego playing. That was amazing, but there's so many of these kids that have, used junior golf as a whole, as a platform to develop their own character, to maybe build resumes, to get college scholarships, and they're now out and they're doctors and policemen and lawyers and teachers and business people and stuff. And I like to look at those kids as being really successful too, but certainly from a playing point of view, Tyler Saunders, Andrew Harrison, Annabelle Ackroyd, Jay Lacusi, Dale Vallely from Medicine Hat was probably the most fearless kid I ever had in junior golf. There was no pin that Dale couldn't go after. And, so it's nice to look back on that over 3 decades and see some of the successes these kids have had in the past and hopefully in the future too.
Well, yeah, that's awesome. That's quite a roster of names you just wrapped off there, and I'm sure you could have wrapped off a whole bunch more if you wanted to as well. But again, Dunc, looking forward to doing this junior golf report with you all year long, and talk about the next wave of kids coming up that'll be on that list when people are talking about golf in Alberta, junior golf in Alberta, in another 20 years, hey?
Well, I just want to put in just a little bit of information here quickly, Murray. Alberta Golf owns and operates the tour now. This will be my 3rd year that I've been out of it, but I still keep in touch with the kids and stuff. And I was talking to Mackenzie Bostad at the Alberta Golf office earlier in the week, and I'm encouraging any young juniors and parents especially too that are looking to onboard their kids into competitive junior golf, visit the Alberta Golf website, go to the junior section. The tour schedule is on there. There's lots of events all over Alberta, several in the Edmonton area. The kickoff event is June 27th out at Rundle in the Edmonton area as a welcome day, 9-hole, bit of a competition, but kind of a way for kids and their parents to learn about what's expected from them as in junior golf and what they can expect out of the tour, and learn how to sort of build themselves up to start playing where I've got to count all the strokes,
Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Well, thanks for your time, Dunc, and we'll catch up with you
Murray,
again next week.
The tour starts in early July and the 18-hole events, so we'll have lots of news about some of the up-and-comers and maybe arrange some interviews with some of the winners and stuff as we go along.
All right, sounds good. Have a good one.
Thanks, Murray.
All right.
Bye-bye.
That was Dunc Mills with this week's Junior Golf Report. Now, other events upcoming. PGA of Alberta, their first event is on May 6th at McGrath Golf Club in Southern Alberta. Alberta Golf Association, their first event is the Alberta Best Ball Championship, May 18th at Sundre. Edmonton Golf Association, their first event is the Edmonton Men's Amateur, June 7th to 9th at the Glendale Golf and Country Club. But now, also just want to talk briefly, we have producer Zach Kubish back with us again this year. How you doing today, Zach?
Doing great, Murray. Weather, as we know, is not ideal, but always great to wake up Sunday morning and to be here. Episode 1 of 20 total weeks on the VIP Golf Show. 3rd season, I'm back. It's already year 3 for me.
I know. I love it, buddy. Appreciate working with you. Now, you're going to monitor the Nasty Chat through the week. There's a couple of things in the Nasty Chat that you want to bring up?
Yeah, lots of people saying, good morning, Maddie Red Pants. Good morning, Murray. Why is spring so cruel? Chris also chipping in there as well. Some people getting excited about Dunc Mills being on the Junior Golf Report. But one thing that stood out to me is a question from Ol Gill. Has there been any talks around the area to have a lighted course so we can play later into the night or night rounds?
Well, that's an interesting question. I mean, it is daylight till 11 o'clock at night here in peak summer in Edmonton. So that is pretty late. But I'm not going to lie. We did look into it at the ranch, to just not our entire golf course, or just some of the later holes, so people could just finish that last few holes in the dark. But boy, the cost of doing that was astronomical. So for us, it just made no business sense. I mean, of course, like at Rundle in Edmonton here, the par 3 course, I think you played it before,
for
Jack.
Sure.
I think that would be a fabulous place to do that, but it might be cost prohibitive, and whether you ever get an ROI back on that investment, I'm not really sure. But who knows? It's a great idea though.
Well, for me, I mean, like if I got a couple buddies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You go there with a couple friends late at night, I don't know, Friday night or something like that. You could have a good time doing it. But as you mentioned, just the price of that. Brandon replied to Old Gill there saying, like, he thinks Mill Woods could do it. If you set up floodlights and they're solar powered, maybe you could get that ROI, as you say, return on investment. But that would be something to navigate for sure. But we have long enough days in the summer.
Yeah, you're exactly right. All right, this week's engagement question, are rangefinders making golf better or just more dependent on technology? Again, text in 780-218-9999. One person that text in on that this week is going to enter a draw halfway through the year where we're going to give away a custom fit driver from the TaylorMade Performance Center just for texting in on that engagement question. So chime in on that. For my thought on that, I think it's actually great because it helps golfers play faster. There's a guy, when I was the head pro and manager of the Nanton Golf Club for a lot of years, the best player in the town was a guy named Brian Brown, great player, but he was so methodic. And he always needed to know his yardage. So it would take so long. If he's 50 yards from the green, he would pace it all the way to the pin and then walk back to his ball. And so he just knew that yardage. And so, with lasers being available now, it just takes that out of the game for people. They can just zap it real quick and move on. So I think it's great for the pace of play. And so again, chime in with what you think on that, 780-218-9999. Now, golf this week. I was going to talk about my first Sunday match today, and excited to play with Kevin Carius and the boys at the ranch at my normal 11 a.m. tee time, but no.
Yeah, my buddies were trying to book a couple tee times last week for this weekend. So good thing they didn't, because they're trying to itch into it. Like they've been chomping at the bit there to try and get back to the tee and hit some balls. But even Norman Akombai saying earlier he drove by Glacier Greens, not so green. Tons
not
of
so
snow.
greens right now. Exactly. Well, I'm thinking with this forecast, I think it's going to warm up a little bit today. Some snow will start melting. Tomorrow is supposed to get to 8. And the snow will all be gone. I'm thinking Tuesday afternoon is when I got my fingers crossed. We'll be back having golfers at the ranch. And now something new in this open segment. For those of you that are nasties and regular, you might know that I won Rant of the Week, or Rant of the Year, on Edmonton Sports Talk last year. So we're going to do a weekly rant, my rant each week, and cue up the preview for that there, bud.
Awesome.
He is far, far, far exceeding expectations.
It's now time for Murray McCourt's Rant of the Week.
There are no nurse right now in a ridiculous contract. You want to know whose fault that contract is?
All brought to you by Steady for Men. Steady, essential goods for men. A limited edition box of premium hand-picked essentials. No subscriptions, just 2 exclusive drops a year. Join the waitlist at steadyformen.ca. All
right, and this week I'm going to rant about pace of play. I think it just does justice to me having a rant on pace of play to start this off. And if someone asked me what the biggest problem in public golf right now is, I wouldn't hesitate for a second. It is pace of play. Not equipment, not price, not dress codes, pace of play. Slow golf quietly ruins everything it touches. It frustrates experienced players, overwhelms beginners, stresses staff, wrecks tee sheet flow, and creates a ripple effect that impacts an entire day on the course. And the most frustrating part, most slow golfers genuinely have no idea they're slow. They think that they're just enjoying the day, taking 4 or 5 practice swings, standing over the ball forever, read every putt from every angle, and never look around and see what's going on. And that's the problem. They're looking behind them instead of focusing on the one thing that actually matters, the group in front of them. Pace of play is not about who's behind you. It's about keeping up with the group ahead of you. If you're not keeping up, you're out of position. It's that simple. And when you're out of position, your job is to catch up. Here's what people don't understand. One slow group doesn't just impact the group behind them. It impacts every group behind them for the entire day. At a busy public golf course, that could be 150 to 200 golfers. One group decides to play at their own pace, and now hundreds of people are dealing with it for the next 5 hours. That's not just frustrating, it's selfish. Whether it's intentional or not, it's selfish. Golf doesn't need slow play. Keep up to the group in front of you. There's my rant of the week. Love it. All right. On the other side of the break, we are going to catch up with Shawn Lavoy, the president of the PGA of Alberta. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
Ardent Roof Systems is one of only 5 companies in Western Canada with a Platinum Preferred Contractor status from Owens Corning and the recent recipient of the Owens Corning Top Performer in Canada Award. If your roof has seen too many Alberta winters, it's time to give Stacy and the gang from Ardent a call. From repairs to replacement, Ardent will take care of you. Even if you have another quote, get them out to have a look. For more info, hit ardentroofsystems.com. And you can thank me later.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case Golf. Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
Enjoy a round of golf on 2 of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.
Most guys chase more. More clothes, more noise, more nothing. Steady does the opposite. Twice a year, just 5 to 7 pieces. Precision built for men who move with discipline, who value quality, who don't waste time guessing what to wear. This isn't fashion. This is international. Limited. Elevated. Drop 1 goes on sale August 1st. And delivers in December. And when it's gone, it's gone. If you're not on the founding list, you're already behind. Go to steadyformen.ca. Get in, get ready, steady. Essential good for me.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by the Stony Plain Golf Club. Whether you're looking to get custom-fit clubs or lessons to improve your swing, check out the Stony Plain Golf Course at golfstonyplain.com. And it is now trivia time. Our trivia contest is brought to you by Tough Stuff Promotions. Tough Stuff works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hardworking name. Call 780-470-4545. or visit toughstuffpromotions.com for all your logo merchandise needs. The winner of the contest will get a custom fitting from the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar with 5 locations around Edmonton. Why not tonight? And Zach, what is the question this week?
Well, we talked a bit of Masters early on the show, Alan Palmer as well, but today's trivia question: which country outside of the United States has produced the most Masters winners? Text at 780-218-9999. If you know the answer, you have a chance to win a great prize.
Awesome. Thanks for that, Zach. And now excited to welcome Shawn Lavoy to the show. Shawn is the president of the PGA of Alberta. Good morning, Shawn. How are you doing today?
I'm not bad, Mer. How are you?
Oh, I'm hanging in there. What's the weather down in Calgary? How much snow you guys got?
That was going to be my next statement. It is awful.
Yeah.
It looks like Christmas morning here.
So how long until golf courses are going to be back up and playing there?
My guess is middle of the week. The snow will vanish quickly, but we're getting smoked here again this morning, and we've had a lot of snow in the last 4 days.
It's not a great start to the golf season. And actually it worked out pretty well because I've tried to get you on the show before, and you have a tee time every Sunday morning like I do. Mine's just a little later than yours. And so I didn't interrupt your tee time today.
Not even close. No,
yeah,
I'm excited to be here and happy to do it. So
awesome. Well, Shawn, for listeners who may not fully understand what the PGA of Alberta is, what role does it play in growing the game of golf in the province?
Well, the PGA of Alberta is an association for the golf professionals here in Alberta, and our role is, simply put, we're the leaders, ambassadors for the game of golf. So we have members that are teachers, we have members that are general managers like yourself, golf professionals, lesson programs, junior programs. So our membership really flies the golf flag 12 months a year at facilities all over the province, and our role is all things golf.
Well, the PGA of Alberta does run a significant number of tournaments and events each year. What does the competitive structure look like, and why is it important for both professionals and the industry?
Yeah, well, that's a very good question. The association runs, I would call it 25 events. I think the ranch is actually on the calendar this year, which is exciting. I maybe get up there for that one. But the tournament program is important for a number of reasons. It gets professionals collaborating with each other, networking with each other, sharing ideas. And it also gets us out there competing. And some guys are really there to compete. Other guys, it's a day away from the club. It might be an opportunity to go out and meet a buddy, meet another golf professional, share some ideas, and see another property and see how they do things at another property. So it's important to a lot of golf professionals for a variety of reasons, I would say.
Education and development is obviously a big focus of the PGA. How does the PGA of Alberta help its professionals improve not just their teaching, but also their business and leadership skills?
Well, another very good question, Mur. I would say that, if you're not moving and standing still, you're going to be behind. And education is at the forefront of, I would say, our membership. I think there's a desire to continue to learn and grow. Our group is looking at providing a platform for professionals to learn and grow, whether they're teaching professionals, whether they run an operation, business skills. I think our education portfolio is actually it's probably going to shift. I don't want to go too far down the road here, but I think there's a real strong desire from our board to elevate that whole program for our membership and ensure that we're providing our membership with opportunities to continue to learn and grow.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really want to dive into the recent golf show in Calgary. Now, the golf show, there used to be one in Edmonton. COVID killed it, and has changed the golf show in Calgary. Especially this year, you made some big changes this year, which included a rebrand to the Golf Pickleball and Lifestyle Show. What was the thinking behind that shift?
Well, it was time for a refresh. That's the easiest way to put it. The golf show here in Calgary, I would have called it a bit stagnant. It was kind of rinse and repeat every year. And ultimately, our group wants to provide, an event that people are excited to go to, where there's a variety of things to participate in. Shifting to a lifestyle and pickleball show has allowed us to do that. We're attracting, like, pickleball is obviously growing in popularity. It's kind of crazy, and it kind of goes hand in hand with golf. So we wanted to bring in pickleball. It was well received. The lifestyle portion, there was some exhibitors there that are more lifestyle brands, and we attracted a bit of a different customer this year. And I would say the feedback from the people that attended the show was really positive. And it was a great vibe at the show. Just a bit of a different setup, a lot of activity, a lot of things to do. Whether you were 5 years old or 50 years old, there was something to do at the show, and it was busy. It was really, really good.
Well, what kind of feedback did you get from both exhibitors and the public?
Yeah, really positive. It was a hub of activity. Like, at one point, you could hardly move in there. It was, I think we had about, call it 4,200 people through the doors. So it was a busy event. And with the shift, ultimately, we want to do our part for golf here in Alberta. That particular show, it's not like it's a moneymaker for us. It's more of we want to do our part and have a show where people can come and kick the season off and visit some golf spaces and look at some equipment and talk to some golf course operators and maybe do some shopping as well. So, the shift, I think, after looking at year one, there's a lot of momentum there, and I'm really looking forward to next year and beyond to see how the show evolves over time.
You said 4,200 people attended the show over the weekend. What was the attendance the previous year? Do you know that information, Shawn?
I'm going to say it was right around there.
Okay.
I would say it was those numbers are pretty solid, but I think what we'll see as time goes on here is those numbers will grow, and ultimately that's what we're looking for. Is we want to have an environment that people want to come down to, and the addition of the lifestyle and pickleball, gives us another opportunity to do that. In addition to that, all the golf stuff that's happening there, it's a great kickoff to golf here in Alberta, and the all credit to the committee for that golf show. They do a ton of work, a lot of hours put into that, and the fruits of their labor are coming. It's really good.
Looking ahead, Shawn, what are the biggest priorities for the PGA of Alberta over the next few years, and how will that impact golfers and facilities across the province?
Well, that's a good question too, Mer. There are priorities for the PGA. Our board we're going through a bit of a governance rejuvenation. Our association is set up to be, we service our membership, which is, call it 500 people. We want to provide the best programs and services that we can for those members, and basically enhance the lives of PGA members as best we can with our programs and services. So we have I would call it a strategic planning exercise coming this summer. And our goal will be to identify what programs and services our membership is really striving to have. And, so to have a pinpoint answer, I don't have that at the moment, but I would suspect by the end of this golf season, we will have a strategic direction, and we will be able to enhance the lives of PGA members in Alberta.
There's a tagline that the PGA uses, the most trusted resource in golf. As the president of the PGA of Alberta, what does that mean to you?
All things golf. If you have a question about anything related to golf, our professionals will provide those answers. We are spread far and wide across the province, and ultimately we are here to provide, whether it be club fitting, lessons, management, all things golf. And that's really what our association's about and our professionals are about. It's all things golf.
Now, Shawn, how long have you been on the board with the PGA now? Because it's a long time.
Too long. Seriously. We went through this governance rejuvenation, and that was one of the things that we tackled. Like, we should have term limits. So to answer your question, I think I'm on year 14 or 15, and that's a long time, and it's a bit much. But now I'm in this seat, and when I'm done this, I'll be done for a bit for sure. But it's been very rewarding in a lot of ways to sit in the room with golf professionals and the leadership of golf in Alberta. You were in that room at one point, and learning from Murray McCourt, that was ultimately why I got involved. I wanted to be able to spend time with leadership and learn and enhance my skills so that I could provide the best possible experience at the clubs I worked at. in that time frame. So it's been a lot of fun.
Well, I just want to say, like on behalf of myself and all PGA professionals in Alberta, like congratulations and thank you to you for I mean, that's a long shift and it's a lot of time and it's a lot of effort, and like you spearheaded the evolution of the buying show, which is now light years better than it was before, and you had a major hand in that. Now the consumer show evolving and you know, so many things, Shawn. So thank you from all professionals for all you've done. Greatly appreciated.
Well, thank you, Murray. And it's not, you know, I think we just have a really strong group, and we got a good team in our PGA office, and you know, the group is focused on not being stagnant. We want to grow, we want to evolve, we want to come up with new ideas and continue to enhance our brand as the PGA of Alberta. So it's been fun. Yeah.
Awesome. If people want to get more information on the PGA of Alberta, how can they find it?
PGAofalberta.com. We have a brand new website. It is really nice. All information regarding PGA professionals. If you want to find a PGA professional, there's a great portal there. It doesn't matter what part of the province you're in. We have golf professionals everywhere. And if you want to become a PGA professional, that information is there. It's a great website. Check it out.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, and let's get rid of this snow and get on the golf course.
Thanks, Murray, and have a great season.
All right, you too, bud. That was Shawn Lavoy, president of the PGA of Alberta. And Zach, trivia.
Yes, a trivia question. We got a lot of responses, but Timber Woodsman, the first person in with the answer. Which country outside of the United States has produced the most Masters winner? The answer is Spain. Spain behind the United States with 6 total wins, going to Wiki. South Africa just behind Spain as well with 5 winners. And it's amazing to see how many by nationality the United States has. They have 64 wins.
Wow.
So in second place, Spain 6th, and then South Africa 3rd, 5th. But Timber Woodsman, keep an eye out on your text line. We'll be asking for a bit of information so you can claim your prize.
You betcha. And then how you will claim that prize is I will reach out to you. Zach will get me your contact information, and I will send you some information on how you can pick up your prize. So that wraps up today's VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Next week on the show, we will be joined by Jeff Lefebvre, the superintendent at Belvedere Golf Club. Golf tips with Scott Stiles. Brendan McGregor, the experiential manager of TaylorMade Golf Fitness with Jordan Jeske. We go around YEG and check in with Sean Piercy from the ranch. Hopefully the snow goes away and you get out and play some golf this week. Hit the fairways and roll in a few putts and enjoy this great game. And don't forget to join us next Sunday right here, 8 a.m. on Edmonton Sports Talk for the VIP Golf Show.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
Think golf season ends when the snow falls? Think again. With the Golf Canada app, Alberta golfers can now take their game indoors. Track your simulator practice sessions, including time, focus, and location, all in one place. You can even log your indoor rounds, from the course you played to your final score, giving you a complete picture of your progress all off-season long. It won't impact your handicap, but it will elevate your game. Keep improving all year round. Visit albertagolf.org and click Find an Off-Course Facility to get started.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. We're proud to be launching our new Phase 6 development with 103 new lots for pre-sale. This phase will include an in-ground swimming pool. Call 780-514-0005 to view this exciting development and pick your perfect piece of paradise. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
The Nielsen Show.
You know, on airplanes, WestJet lately, in the little snack box they give you, a little chocolate in there. It's called Awake. Have you seen this Awake chocolate? And it comes with caffeine in it. So I've been taking those and pretending it's like a real kick. Yeah. I was just like, oh, here we go.
Under the tongue and away we go.
Yeah, I turn around to the rest of the plane. I say, it's about to go down. And I open up and I eat this Awake chocolate. Hey, Dusty, yelling, it's about to go down on a plane is probably not a good thing. That's a good point.
The Nielsen Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings at 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Upgrade your game this season. Soro Group, Canadian owned and operated, delivers premium golf brands like Bedrati, Fairway and Green, Legendary Headwear, and Zero Restriction. Trusted by the best, built for your best rounds. Bedrati and Zero Restriction will be outfitting both President's Cup teams at Medina this fall, so you know you're wearing what the pros wear. Ask your local pro shop or shop online with code Edmonton10 for 10% off to try out our premium apparel. Soro Group, elevate your game.
Grab your clubs and tee up for the ultimate summer of golf with Country Club Tour. Get access to 7 premier 18-hole courses plus indoor facilities. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour has a course for every level of golfer. Get the most out of this golf season at great courses like Goose Hummock, Redtail Landing, Sandpiper, River Ridge, Raven Crest, Whitetail Crossing, or Montgomery Glen. Make the most out of this golf season at countryclubtour.com.
Why pay more for advertising when you have options? At Lux Media Broker, we're not an agency, we're a brokerage. We work on your behalf to source, negotiate, and manage your marketing across over 100 advertising options nationwide. From out-of-home and transit to radio, digital, TV, and social media, we tap into it all. No retainers, no hidden fees, just better rates, added value, and smarter strategy. Learn about the brokerage difference at luxmediabroker.com. We broker, we negotiate, we optimize. Lux Media Broker. Elevate your marketing.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case in Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case in Golf. Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.